Well, good morning to me, and tomorrow I'm going to California. Yes, I'm going to California. As I'm filming this, it's Tuesday, May 21st. I've never been to California, and if you guys have heard, or might not have heard, we are going to be at Motor Club Los Angeles on May 25th, Saturday. By the time you're watching this vlog, it's already past it. This is going to come out on May 26th, but I'm hoping to have met some of you guys there, and I'll obviously vlog that trip as well, but there's more going on in that trip. We are delivering our Motomillion and 1000 RR to someone very special in LA, but let me show you guys this. You guys are here not just to see my pretty face, but to also see these beautiful motorcycles, guys. And in case you didn't know, I'm not just a YouTube person. I also run Motomillion as much as I can, and I wrench on these beautiful toys. And a little bit of a behind the scenes, when you guys watch our YouTube videos, there's a lot of planning and effort that goes through to it. So we often have the bikes here in the state where they're taken apart. It's either we're filming an episode for our YouTube, or we're kind of developing things. So we'll 3D scan some parts, maybe receive some parts from our manufacturers that we use. We test stuff out, or if there's a new product out from a manufacturer that we really like, we try to get familiarized with it. We'll install it on some of our bikes that we have, or when there are brand new bikes that come out, we'll purchase the bikes just to get familiarized with it as well, to give you guys a service that we are proud to give you. Speaking of new bikes, KTM has announced a brand new Superbike coming, which is cool. I think they said it's going to be 890 cc's or something like that. It's really exciting. But we're very excited that there's a new KTM that's being announced that's going to come out. So we'll make a separate video talking about the KTM and the possibilities of things. But that's kind of the news. I'm sure most of you guys have heard it by now, because it did make quite a bit of noise in the industry when KTM said that they're going to be back in the Superbike games. And I'm really happy about that. But before I get sidetracked, let's get through today, and then we'll get to California after. Well, first things first, we have the first destination of the day that's outside of our offices. We're going to my buddy Albert's shop called Farhwerks. In case you didn't know, I am a big motorcycle enthusiast, but also I'm a very big car enthusiast, and I was indirectly involved in the car industry before the whole thing with Motomillion. Okay, we're here at Albert's shop, Farhwerks. There's already a lot of cool stuff in my back, but let me show you something really cool. So if you're a car guy, you would know what this is. This is a CLK 63 Black Series, very cool car. I would have loved to get one of these, but the prices have already kind of skyrocketed. And sometimes, you know, as I like to say, is the juice worth the squeeze? But right here, in Aventador SV, this thing has so much carbon fiber, and the carbon stuff on it is really nice carbon fiber on it. I don't even know if it's factory carbon, but the door panels, everything is carbon fiber on this car. And red actually looks good on this car. You don't see many red Lamborghini Aventadors, at least I haven't, and I see a lot of them, but in Miami it's always the flashy colors, the whites, which is not flashy, but usually all the purples, the greens, the yellows. And look over here, so you JDM guys, if you're watching, R34 V-Spec. This is really cool stuff right here. And then we get into the street serious things back over here. I think that's Albert's own car. And this here, look at this Bel Air. A little bit of classic cars, a little bit of everything, kind of like the way that I like it, because, you know, it's not about just sticking to one brand or one genre of cars or motorcycles, but sticking to the whole passion behind cars. So this is a pretty cool color. I think this is the Ruby Stone Red, if I'm not mistaken, but if it's not, I apologize to Porsche people. I know you guys get a little bit intense with your stuff, but speaking of Porsches, so here are some very cool and rare Porsches. This color combo over here is actually, I think, one of one or one of three in the world. But let me pick up my wife's car, and then let me get back to the office because we got motorcycle things to do. Well, I'm back in the office. We got our daily dose of distraction right when I want to get to work. Michael Knight shows up because he came here to pick up his 2020 S1000RR that has a lot of gorgeous parts. I'm not going to go into detail, but we have a walk around on our channel of his amazing S1000RR. This narrow-bodied old bikes really look classic now, and this paint scheme, when it first came out, looked really cool, and then we got tired of seeing it, and now that we don't see it anymore, it's looking really good again, especially with all of this carbon fiber that's on this motorcycle. And take a look, it's got the GP4RX calipers, the rear underslung caliper kit, TWM chain adjusters, the Lightech axle sliders, and the classic Akrapovic GP Shorty full titanium exhaust. Look at it, how nice it's blued, and it's wearing the Motomillion sticker very proudly there as well. Okay, he's gonna pick this up. We'll probably do a sound check on it because it hasn't been started, so we're gonna get a true cold start. That'll be on our Instagram as a reel. Won't be part of this video, so check out our Instagram as well. But I really got to get to work, guys. We got to really get our hands dirty and start filming on that Panigale V2. But before that, I got to hear this thing. Here's what I got to pack, and I don't know how to get this there because here's my gear. Obviously, I'm not taking all of this. This is my airbag vest. This is my new Alpine Stars jacket. This is my other new Alpine Stars jacket that did not fit. This is my Dainese Super Speed 4 jacket. This is my older Dainese jacket. This is my brother's jacket because he does come here often from Canada and rides with me. And these are some of our back protectors that we had, but with the new airbag vest from Alpine Stars, you don't need it. And right behind it, right here, these are my riding jeans. These are Kevlar jeans. They got Kevlar lining inside with padding, and my city boots. And these are my favorite boots because they let so much air in. I think they're called Mag Airs, Mag Air 2s, or something like that. I'm sure you guys know it, but City makes some great boots, and these have seen a lot of miles. I think I did 4 days of track day on this, and I also use it on the road every time I ride. And then these are my helmet bags. I don't necessarily use them, it's just that I've accumulated them over the years. What you don't see are my gloves. I gotta see where my gloves are because they're probably somewhere in this office. Oh, they're right here, I see it, so it's with the helmets. So I usually wear Arai helmets because they fit my head the best. And right here, these are my Dainese gloves. Don't ask me which model it is because I don't exactly remember, but I think they're one of the most comfortable gloves that I've had. And I gotta figure out how to pack all that into a luggage that's gonna fit in the frunk of a 911 because I will be driving around in a 911. Probably not the best choice when you have to take this much gear and have to check in luggage because of all the gear that I have, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Either way, let's continue on with our day. Well, we're done filming our Panigale V2 build episode, and it's pretty much end of the day. And I remember I told you guys the stuff that I was going to do today at the beginning of the day when I'm filming this vlog. I did a few of them, I didn't get to do all of them, and it's the reality of things, especially when we're working on motorcycles like this, which some of the stuff that we're doing, we've never done it before. And also there's not a lot of documentation behind it and not a lot of how-to videos online. So it does take a little longer than what we expected. It is the end of day in terms of work hours over here. It's not just me because there's a lot of other hardworking people behind the scenes that make these videos happen. So luckily today we finished on time, but what I didn't get to do is all that cleanup right there, it didn't happen. And let me show you guys outside because we are getting a proper rainstorm. This is usually a summertime weather thing for us, and this ties into the point of this video where I said that I don't get to ride enough, or why I don't get to ride. Well, one of them is this crazy weather that we have here in Miami. So this is usually summer weather. This doesn't happen in the springtime. I'm gonna close this door. I don't know how it looks on camera, but trust me, it's raining properly, as this drain might show you. Also, one of the reasons why I don't ride enough is because this is pretty much day-to-day life for me. Monday to Friday, we are here at Motomillion doing content, building bikes, doing some R&D, making new parts, but also there is the other aspect of the business, is the day-to-day operations of the business that I'm heavily involved in, and it makes it a little hard to enjoy these beautiful motorcycles. And that's why, unfortunately, well, this is not ours, this is 650 Eve's, but every other bike that's in here, such as this SP2 and this the V4, also my Vespa doesn't get a lot of riding time, just because, unfortunately, but maybe fortunately, because I really love what I do, I don't have much time for that. And let me show you guys this bike. I'm not going to get close to it because the episode of what we did to this bike hasn't aired yet, so you guys will have a sneak peek. I don't know if you guys can tell what's done to it, but that's it. I'm not showing you more. And it's end of day. I haven't packed it. I'm going to California tomorrow. It's going to be a long night for me. I got to try to clean up here a little bit. I got to get my gear because my gear is here in this office. Pack all that up and make sure I don't forget anything. And then I'm gonna get to go to California for the first time, guys. And you guys can be sure that this vlog camera will be running. I will try to show you my experience in California as much as possible. And don't forget, well, by the time this is airing, it's already gonna have taken place. I will be at Motor Club Los Angeles, which used to be called Motor Club Santa Barbara, on the 25th, which is this upcoming Saturday. But by the time this video airs, it's gonna be the day before when this video airs. So I hope to meet a lot of you guys over there, but I think this is it. I gotta get packing. I gotta go to California. I'll see you guys next time while I'm in California.